Hi, my name is Bintu and today I am going to teach you how to write a C program that encrypts your file. Nowadays there is a very severe problems of security. Suppose you are sending a file through net and you are afraid of that somebody might hack in and can see your content. So in that case it is better to encrypt your file. Here encrypting means you are converting your file into some coding language through some key. And the person who knows the key, only that person can decrypt the file. I mean, what you can do is that first encrypt a file, send it to some receiver and send the key also. The receiver can make use of that key to decrypt that file and see the original content. I dedicate this lecture to my computer science school teachers, Sir R.P. Sharma and Rita Nair ma'am. I studied at St. Anselm School, Ajmer, and they taught me during my 11th and 12th class period. Their way of teaching was so fantastic that I got a flair of programming. The best part of their teaching was that they used to make the lectures very interactive. They used to motivate the students for doing programming of their own. I assume that you've seen my earlier videos on YouTube. This is the URL of my channel. Please visit this channel and I'm sure you might find some videos that are worth viewing at. And these are certain URLs for C programming tutorials. They are both in English and Hindi language. Now I'm coming to my lecture. See, when I say encrypting, that means you want to code your text, right? So here we should understand one thing, that whatever we see on the screen, numericals, alphabets, symbols, internally they are stored into ASCII format. ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange, and the enhanced coding format is ASCII. For example, when you write capital A, internally it is converted into 65, this is the ASCII value of A, and then it is converted into binary. This is the language of the computer. Now you can see that for the uppercase B, the ASCII value is 66, for the uppercase Z it is 90, for lowercase a it is 97, for lowercase b it is 98, and for the lowercase z it is 122. One thing you can notice is that between the uppercase letters and the lowercase letters, there is a difference of 32 integer value. So in that I mean to say, suppose if I ask you to enter a character and convert it into capital, what you are supposed to do, you have to subtract 32 values from that lowercase character, because the moment you subtract 32 from that lowercase character, it will be converted into its respective uppercase character. Before I tell you how to encrypt a file, we will do a small program. This program will do what? It will ask you to enter a sentence and will convert it into uppercase. This is asking you to enter a sentence. This is gets. The gets function will accept white spaces also in a string. When you write scanf with %s format specifier, you enter a word, like suppose you enter Bintu. It will accept through scanf. But when you write Bintu and a white space followed by Harvani, the problem with the scanf function is that the moment it will see white space, it will discard that, unless second %s format specifier is specified for some other variable. What is the benefit of using gets is that it will take a sentence that includes white spaces also. Here suppose you enter say Bintu Harvani, that will be assigned to str string variable. You define str string variable of length 80 characters. You can make it of any length. Strlen function will count the number of characters in the str variable and will assign it to n. So n will get the length of the number of characters entered by the user. This is a for loop will go from 0 till less than n, because on the nth position is the null character. Recall that C language enters a null character at the end of a string just to know that the string is over. And you are checking each character in the string, whether it lies in the range of lowercase letters. You remember that? I just told you that the ASCII value of the lowercase letters begin from 97 till 122. And what you are doing that if any of the character in the string is of lowercase, you are subtracting 32 integer value from its ASCII value. When 32 is subtracted from the lowercase character, obviously it will be converted into uppercase. After that you are simply printing it. Puts is the reverse of gets. Puts displays a string that includes white spaces, and here you will be getting the output of it. Let's run it and see whether the program is working properly. I am going to run this program on Unix environment. I have Kigwin software to run the program. Kigwin software is a software that gives you a Unix environment on Windows. The program that I just shown you is already typed here. The program name is changingcase.c. This is that. Let's compile it. I'm using GCC compiler. No message, that means the program is compiled. Let's run it. I am deliberately entering the sentence which comprises of capital as well as small letters. See, so it has converted successfully all the characters into capital and it has not disturbed any of the uppercase letter. So the program is working perfectly. This is the program to encrypt a file. I hope that you've seen my video of copying a file. If you haven't, please view it on YouTube. You will understand this program very nicely. From here we'll start. This is argv1. Recall that this is for accepting command and arguments. When you run a program, the program name is stored into argv0 index. Argv is a string array, and after the program name, whatever you entered is stored into argv1 subscript followed by argv2 and so on. After the program name, you will supply the file which you want to encrypt, and after that source file, you will supply the target file where you want to store the encrypted version of the original file. So argv1 is the first file after the program name. You want it to open in read-only mode. If the file is opened successfully, FP will get the file descriptor. FP is a file pointer here. If the file is not available or it does not have enough permissions, then FP will get a negative value. In that case, you get an error message on the screen that source file cannot be opened in read mode and it will exit from the program. But if the control comes here after this if statement block, that means the file is successfully opened in read-only mode. That is the original file that you want to convert. Here what you are doing, that the second file after the source file, you are opening it into write-only mode, and these are the flags. If you remember, this is creating a file if it does not exist. If it already exists, it will overwrite it, but with this flag it will just open it without overwriting its content. This statement is opening the target file in write-only mode. And these are the permissions. USR means owner. You are saying that for the owner, the target file should have the read permission, W is for write permission, X is for execute permission. Read permission for the group members and read permission for the others and execute permission for others. So these are the permissions. If the file is successfully created in write-only mode, FQ will get that file descriptor. And if something goes wrong, FQ will get a negative value. In that case, you will get an error that file could not be opened in write-only mode. And the program will terminate and it will exit. Here, this is the loop that you already know. It is reading from FP file, reading this much number of characters. This is being defined as 1024, that is 1 kilobyte. So you are reading from FP file, that is a source file, this many characters and assigning it to the string variable buffer. This buffer is a string variable of 1024 bytes. You are reading 1 kilobyte block from this file, assigning it to buffer, and the number of bytes read is assigned to this bytes read variable. And you are using this loop until unless the file is over. So for the time, even there is a single byte in the file, it will keep on running this loop. You making use of the for loop. It is adding 45 value to each ASCII value. This 45 is just any formula. It can be any formula. You are just converting every character into some other ASCII value. I am displaying it to know what is the converted value. You can avoid this. At the moment, it is converting each character and it is displaying to which character it is converted. And after conversion, this whole block is written. This buffer has an encrypted version, a formula applied to it, and it is written to FQ file, that is the target file. So what you are doing, you are reading 1 kilobyte at a time, encrypting it, applying some formula, and writing it into the target file. The loop will execute until the file is over. After that, both files are closed and you return. Let's see if this is working. I have already created a file for you, cat.a.txt. This is a source file which has these two lines in it, and this is the source file that I just shown you. Let's compile this source file. The file is compiled, no error, that means the program is working. Let's run it now. I want to copy the encrypted version into b.txt file. See, this is converted ASCII values and it is just shown because I've written the printf %c also. The encrypted version has gone into b.txt file also. See, this is that. Now let's learn how to decrypt the file. This is the program for decrypting it. These are the permissions created. Here you opening the first file. Obviously, this is the file that you want to decrypt, right? So this is the encrypted file. You are opening the encrypted file in read-only mode, and if the file is successfully opened, FP will get the file descriptor of it. If there is any error, it will come here. Here is the file where you want to write the original content, that is the decrypted version. You are opening the target file into write-only mode where you want to store the decrypted version. This is the flags. These are the permissions. If there's any error, it will come here. What you're doing, you are reading one block at a time. You are accessing each of its character in the string, and you are just simply adding plus 45. See, while encrypting the file, you are subtracting 45 from the original value, and while decrypting, you are doing the reverse of that. You are simply adding 45. This is the formula, that is the reverse of it. This is the sort of a key which will decrypt it. So you are doing what? To the every encrypted version, you are doing the reverse formula, converting into the original content. You are displaying it also, but besides displaying it, you are writing into the target file also. You can avoid the descripting of the field if you want. Closing the file descriptors. Let's see it if the program is working correctly. This is the decrypt. This is the file that I shown you. Here you are doing plus 45, right? And let's compile it. No error, no message. Let's run it. This is the encrypted version, and here you want the original content, right? So this is that. It has displayed the corrected version, that is the original content, and here in this file you'll get the original contents. If you find any problem in this lecture, you can mail me at bmharwani@yahoo.com. If you want to see my more videos, you can look here in this my channel. Please do subscribe me, and please mail me if you got any problem. I can send you the code also. Do write comments so that I should know whether I am on the right track or not. Thank you so much. Have a nice day.